While the must-have shoe often differs from brand to brand, Nike and Air Jordan have always been in the mix, but it feels like it's been a while since we saw a collaboration as hot as the Dior Air Jordan 1. Initially previewed during Dior's Fall 2020 runway show last December, the Dior Air Jordan 1 has the same cut and look as your normal Jordan 1, but the colorway is where it really shines. The gray accents with the light blue and the ever-classic Nike swoosh, emblazoned with the Dior patterns, elevate these kicks to a high art. But the designer take on the shoe certainly drove the price up. The high-top version alone is staggering $2,200, and only 8,000 pairs were made. Made in Italy and edge painted by hand, they're in rarefied air that's certainly worthy of Jordan himself. Dior assembled a microsite of sneakerheads to get a chance to buy them, as is standard procedure for these kind of high-end collabs that was supposed to take place during the spring. However, the draw was delayed due to the coronavirus until early July. So folks, appreciate you coming on board, but let's go ahead and get into the review of the Air Dior Jordans. Hey folks, it's Ty, the shoe guy, back with another review. Appreciate you guys coming on board. Hey, make sure to hit that like button, because again, if you like it, YouTube loves it. And come on board and subscribe with us, man. I got more videos coming on the way, pumping them out as quickly as possible. If I can do it every day this week, and for next week and the next week, I'm definitely gonna get those videos out for y'all. So I appreciate y'all coming on board and stopping by, just checking out the video. So let's go ahead and get into it. So today, we are talking about the Air Diors, okay? Let's look at the box overall. I really appreciate Jim Kicks getting this pair of shoes out to me. Now, the story with that, it did take a month at the time that I ordered it. Please do understand now, they're gonna probably get it out to you much quicker, because when I first placed this order for these shoes, it was back in the middle of July, towards the end of that month. So I finally got these in August, but it's because they wanted to do the best they could to give me the absolute best quality of that shoe that they could, give to me at that time, to make sure that all the accessories was in there, which I'll go over with you guys and ladies in a few minutes. So excellent customer service, really built a rapport with the service agent, very kind young woman. Even talked about stuff that had nothing to do with shoes, and you don't get that type of customer service anywhere else, honestly. Like Jim Kicks, like that was an awesome experience overall. So Jim Kicks, thank you very much. And the information for you guys, if you want to ask me more about that, just hit me up and I'll give you that information via Instagram. But let's keep going into it here. So here is what it came in as a 46 size, as you see here. All right, I'll just bring it a little bit closer. If you don't see the tag, I'll move it like that for you. Yeah, so I got a pair of these for my son and for myself as well. So he wears a size 45, which is 11 in US, and I wear a 46, which is 12 in men's. But overall, very classic design. Beautiful design. It's actually something I talked about with my boy Triple KTK. If you haven't heard of his channel, go ahead and support your boy. Go check him out. He comes out with views on a daily as well. If not on a daily, every other day. He's always hard at work. But anyway, I talked with him about this, and we were having a discussion, going back and forth a little bit, but he was just like, yeah, it's a little too plain for me. I was like, okay, well, this is actually like a beautiful woman without makeup. That's how I look at the Air Diors. It's like, you only need but so much razzle, so much pizzazz, whatever. It just looks awesome, and we're gonna get into that in a bit. But let's go into the accessories real quick before we show the shoe. Now, this did come with two dust bags. As you can see here, one, and then here's the second one here. Now, with the other one, I just put in the sole. This review may run a little long. Try to keep it as short as I can, folks, so just bear with me. Okay, this is the regular soles that came in. Not bad, but as you can see, I just don't want this damage. That's why I don't really wear it. I mean, because it's like as soon as socks touch this and this part here, it's over. Like, it's literally gonna rub off. So I'm just, keeping these instead of actually wearing them on foot. When you get the shoe, you should have these inserts here. Okay. So these shoe trees, put that right there. The paper should look like this. And I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but there is, let's see here, little Diors all over the paper. Hopefully the light is catching some of that so you guys can see, and ladies can see. You should get that type of paper in the box. And here's the little dust bags here. I really think these are cool right here. So let's take a look, see what's in this dust bag, shall we? Now on this one, we have the, we have the Air Dior insignia symbol, as you can see here. All right, and for it to be closer to the retail pair, you should see this. You see how it's kind of like that, like street metal, kind of like rated kind of metal type, you know? And then you should see that little Dior on the bottom as well there. So that's how it should come in. You see how small it is? It shouldn't be like this big piece of metal that actually is about the size of the dust bag. It should be about this size. So let's do a comparison as far as the symbol. So if I overlay it here, it should be close to the symbol that's on the dust bag. That should be the size of the pendant or the little metal hang tag there. And then of course we got the second dust bag here, because it should be a total of 3 overall. So if you get less than that, definitely contact the supplier and be like, look, I want my supplies just the way it is with the friends and family box that was shown before. Now, as you can see here, I have my shoes laced as you saw in the on foot or B-roll video, one with white, one with gray. So, all right. And then the third and final bag, dust bag, you should get this Air Jordan with that metal I was talking about in the back. You guys can see that there. And you should see the little Dior. If you want to have me, I'll bring it up closer. You should be able to see it, but that little Dior right there should be in the back. And we'll do a comparison just for the size so you can see as far as scale, how it should be as far as the sign compared to the dust bag. Okay, so. All right, but let's get into the meat and potatoes of the review, the shoe itself. Yep. I'm just gonna take my time here. The monogram is correct on the shoe. Now, it may look a little worn, but that's just because I've been wearing them. I only wore them once, honestly. I haven't, it's like, it's not so much a perfect shoe to a point where I don't wanna put them on feet. It's just, I just don't want them, I don't want to get them messed up. I've already treated these 2 coats with Rejuvenator. If you're not sure what Rejuvenator is, it's just a water repellent that you can, and it's not a sponsored video, guys. It's a water repellent you can spray on your shoes 6 inches away twice. You want to do 2 coats. So you want to do 1 coat, 15 minutes, let it dry, second coat, another 15 minutes, let it dry. So a total of 30 minutes it should take you for a pair of shoes. Just to get them, protected, and if anything splashes on them, you're, good to go. You can easily clean it up and keep it moving. But that's yeah. Do you see the tongue overall and I mean, just look at the monogram on the tongue. That is crazy. And then I'll show y'all this part here, as you can see, made in Italy, right? Make sure that y'all see that. And then of course this part here, which I always thought was cool, because you're probably gonna ask me like, what about the number? Here's the number here, if you can, hopefully you can see that. Okay, so number 40, yeah, 4,340 out of 8,500. So pretty cool overall. You can see the little tips on here has the Air Jordan sign. Probably can't see it that close, but yeah, I'll just try to bring it in real quick for you guys. And then this part here has a Dior sign here. So the Dior insignia, good quality laces. Okay, just showing y'all the overall makeup of the shoe. As you can see here. So this kind of reminds me of the off-whites. You know how the off-whites are not like stitched directly to it? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's take a look at these real quick. Oh, you see how my Court Purple 2.0s, it's like stitched down. But with the off-whites, they're, loose like this. I do like that part. So you see how I have mine laced? It's just inside the flap, right? Toe box. This is a good, durable, stiff leather, you know what what I'm saying? And it's supposed to mimic that Italian leather. And the thing about it is, even though it's being made in Italy, but in reality, we all know where it's actually being made at, Italian leather can be used anywhere in the world. And Minor Cakes actually mentioned this on his review about, you know, these right here. So it doesn't matter where it's made from. You can, like, it's just like eating Chinese food right down the street from where I live. Like, is it still Chinese food? The food itself, is it going to be made, if it's made here in America, is it not Chinese food? I mean, of course it is. It's just being made down the street from where I live, but it's still authentic Chinese food. So just like with these here, right? The material might be Italian leather, but it's being produced in China. Simple as that. Let me go ahead and show y'all this one here. Okay, on the left shoe, and of course you got the gray laces instead of the white laces, which they both complement each other. I remember the first one I had got from a different supplier, the Monogram was not close. In fact, let's take a look real quick. The Monogram looked more like these, okay? And nothing against these, but if somebody was to come to me and be like, you know, the Dior Monogram is incorrect on the a.k.a. Diors. In fact, those shoes don't exist. And I'd be like, yes, I know, but thank you. I wouldn't be mad about it because they're telling the truth. The Monogram was supposed to look like this, not like these over here. So yeah. I'll show y'all the wings right quick for the Air Dior. It's a very beautiful shoe overall. Let's go ahead into the sole, which I want to show y'all that as far as the oblique. The Monogram design here. This is the soles I put in here because this is not going to wear down, you know what I'm saying? Even if it does, it's still more durable, in my opinion, of course, than the ones that did come in the shoe. I like these special ones here. And these did not come in the original ones I first got from that other supplier. You can see right here on the data shows December 8th, 2019. It's produced. Oh yeah, and I did want to show you this, which I'm hoping you guys can see. And I'll show you the bottoms as well, just give me a moment. But do you see the inside of the shoe itself? Yeah, that's crazy, right? Like, you can literally feel the monogram in the bottom. And that's awesome because when I first got my first pair, one, the height wasn't good. The height looked like mids, so that was off gate wrong. The monogram was incorrect on the swoosh. It was like, now, even this was a little off. So you can see the bottom sole here of the Dior, which I absolutely love, just so classic, like, oh man. The beautiful thing about the shoe that I like the most is it doesn't have to do much. It's just a standard, pretty ass shoe. Like, it's just, you know, you got your basic leather on here, you got your swoosh with the monogram. There's not much to it, but it's still fire. It's still, so anyway, like, they'll go back to that real quick so you guys can see it. Hopefully you can see it in the camera. But yeah, I mean, that part there is like, wow, like, y'all really took your time as far as just the design and what you wanted to put together on this shoe overall. But let's get into the final part, which we are doing now. It's my niche. We got the fronts here. Medial, should put here, in here. All right, and then we have lateral. Of course, bottoms, which, oops, forgot to give this shoe its own shine. I did that with the other one. Let's do it with this one. As you can see here, so bottoms here, right? And then of course the back of the shoe, which the other one didn't really have like an hourglass design like this one does here. It kind of was like up and down. It didn't really go in like you see on this side here, which I'll just hold separate so you guys can see. So overall, a fantastic shoe. I personally believe this is the shoe of 2020. And I am so happy that UA and reps exist in this case. So again, Jim Kicks, thank you for getting these shoes out to me. And I'm happy about that because the retail, as you guys should know by now, as being sneakerheads, sneaker enthusiasts, whatever you want to call yourself, was $2,200 before taxes and shipping and whatever. And then of course, once people didn't get the shoe because it was a limited release, again, only 8,500 pairs in the world, which sounds like a lot, but again, it's how many billion people that live on this earth, and how many of them are sneakerheads, right, or sneaker enthusiasts. So yeah, you really got to look at that number and be like, 8,500, what's that, right? So Now you're talking about 20,000 for a pair of shoes, 15,000, 10,000, whatever they're selling for now. And I knew I wasn't even gonna pay 2,200 for a pair of shoes, let alone no damn car note, or not even a car note. You can buy a car for that cost, guys. Ladies, you can buy a car for that cost. Or you can pay down a home. Like, that's a down payment. A pair of these retail is a down payment on a house. Anyway, as I just said, I'm glad UAs came out and was just like, look, we got y'all. It's not gonna be the cheapest shoe in the world, because again, we're using quality materials to build this shoe for you guys. Replicas or not, quality materials. But it's not gonna be the least expensive shoe, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be hell of more cheaper compared to the retail. So you're welcome. I'm like, appreciate y'all making them for me. The Air Diors. Fantastic shoe. But my name is Ty. Hey, hit me up on Instagram. Information is right above my head. If you have any questions or concerns, hit me up. I'm more than happy to assist as best as I can. And greatly appreciate you coming on board and just watching me and subscribing. You guys take care of yourselves, be safe, and I will see you on the next video.